This assignment began where actually it should have ended. In a deserted subway station in the city of New York at 2 o'clock in the morning. The station was empty. Everything was silent, motionless. Like the body of Nicholas Kessler lying across the express tracks. In our swift, silent struggle, he had fallen off the platform, stumbled onto the express tracks, and then fainted from the knife wound in his shoulder. The parcel for which so many people had fought and killed and spied was in my hands at last. My mission was ended. For in a moment, Nicholas Kessler would die beneath the wheels of the Broadway 7th Avenue Express. I could hear the far-off rumble of the train coming closer, closer. I stood there on the empty platform in the dim light without pity, without feeling. This man deserved no sympathy, no mercy. I did not look at what was left on the track. Nicholas Kessler was dead. My mission was over. Mr. Holland, this is Karen Gazer. I'm calling from my apartment. I just got in.
Did you get the parcel?
Yes.
Where?
From Nicholas Kessler in the subway station at 86th and Broadway.
Now, where is Kessler now?
He's dead.
How?
He was run over by the Broadway 7th Avenue Express.
I see. But you got the parcel?
Yes.
Can you bring it to me now?
No.
Why?
Nicholas Kessler was watched. I am being watched. Until it is in your hands, it would be suicide for me to leave this apartment.
Supposing I send for it in the morning.
Yes, that would be safer.
A young man named Alan Grant will call for it.
Alan Grant?
Right. He's new in intelligence, but absolutely trustworthy. He'll use your own personal registration number as identification.
11864.
Check. He'll turn up around 9 this morning.
Good.
Now, how do you feel?
I doubt if I will ever feel anything again, ever. Good night, Mr. Holland. The parcel drew me like a magnet. I had to see with my own eyes this strange, mysterious metal for which so many people had died. I held the parcel in my hands. It was the size of a cigar box. Half hypnotized at the thought of what lay beneath, I untied the string, removed the paper. Underneath the paper, a gray cardboard box. Inside the box, a case of leather, closed with a zipper. Inside the leather case, a flat box of steel, very much like a square silver cigar box. At the touch of my trembling, nervous fingers, the box clicked open. And then for the first time, I saw it. A deep royal blue, the size of my first finger. It glistened in the light, shimmering. It was held on by a fine wire, and when I touched it, I knew I was handling the greatest miracle science has yet discovered. The greatest miracle the world has ever known. Incredible, fantastic. More important even than the atom bomb. More terrifying. More wonderful. It moved under my fingers, tugging gently at the wire which held it. Thank God I had caught Nicholas Kessler. Who is it?
Grant. Alan Grant. Good morning.
Come in.
I hope I didn't wake you up.
Identify yourself.
A number.
Which is?
Yours. 11864. Mr. Harlan sent me to pick up a parcel.
Did anyone notice you as you came in?
I don't think so.
How did you come?
I've got a car.
If you knew what was in this parcel, you'd understand my concern. Here. Take it.
Thanks. That all?
Yes. Take it straight to Mr. Holland in headquarters.
Right away.
Thank you. And please be very careful, Mr. Grant.
I will. I'll be very careful, Baroness. Very, very careful.
Who is it?
Grant?
Come in.
Thanks.
Is that it?
Yes.
Give it to me. Do you realize how many people have died to get this secret? How I've schemed, worked, killed, and now after 3 years, 3 long, agonizing years... Look at it. Alan, look at it.
You can gloat over it. I've got to get going.
Is it possible you don't understand what this is, what it means, what it's worth to the nation that owns it?
I understand that I've got to have a pretty good story for Harlan.
Oh, you fool. All you can think of is personal safety. Well, look at it. Look at it shimmer. Do you know what it's worth?
I have a fair idea.
A 10,000 horsepower engine will weigh practically nothing. I wonder if ever in the history of the world has so much research been compressed into such size.
What do I say to Harlan?
Did you have any trouble picking it up?
No. He ordered me to get it from the girl.
She the one who killed Kessler?
Yes.
He died for the party. The party will avenge him.
I don't want to be avenged. I want to get out.
I've made plans.
Like what?
We lie absolutely low, completely quiet for a month, and then we leave the country.
What do I say to Harlan? He'll take a fit when I turn up without that parcel.
Think of it. A ship the size of the Queen Mary weighing, what, 30 or 40 tons instead of 50,000. The speed, the efficiency.
What about Harlan?
You're driving a car?
Yes.
Then have an accident.
An
a
accident?
fake accident, yes. A lamppost, anything. Alan, look at it glisten. Look at it shine.
Will you stop staring at it and listen to me?
You have an accident. You pretend to be injured. A crowd collects. Someone takes the parcel out of the car while you're unconscious. Pick a busy intersection. It's very simple.
I see. When I come to, the parcel is gone.
And you can call me in as your doctor.
You?
Why not? I have a doctorate in metallurgy. Harlan will believe you.
Okay, Doc. Stand by. You'll have a patient in a few minutes. Something really should be done about New York traffic.
Mr. Harlan, do you realize what I went through to get that parcel?
Baroness, believe me, I'm as upset as you are.
Upset. This idiot of a man can't even drive an automobile.
That isn't fair. A delivery kid ran across the street in front of him.
Oh.
He tried to avoid him and crashed into a crosstown bus on 50th Street. When he regained consciousness, the parcel was gone.
But you know what this metal is. It's a greater secret than the atomic bomb.
I know. Believe me, I know.
We've got to get it back.
The trail is completely cold. It ends with Alan Grant.
Mr. Harlan,
Yes?
is Alan Grant completely trustworthy?
Oh, my dear Baroness, please.
Well, is he?
Completely. His father served under me in the U.S. Army in the First War. He died defending his country. I've known Alan almost since he was born. His mother's a wonderful woman. Both of them are good Americans, fine Americans. No, Baroness, Alan Grant is above reproach.
Was he badly injured?
Tore a ligament in his back, hit his face on the steering wheel.
May I go to see him?
Why?
I'd like to talk to him.
Oh, I don't want him cross-examined anymore. Feels badly enough as it is. He offered to resign.
And?
Naturally, I accepted his resignation. An operator's first mistake is his last.
I'd still like to talk to him. I have no intention of cross-examining him. But
Well, all right. He lives with his mother in a house out in Queens. Here's the address.
It's darn nice of you to come way out here to see me, Baroness. The heat and everything.
Oh, but I wanted to.
Dr. Mercer says I'll be up in a couple of weeks. I tore a ligament in my back. The cure is 2 weeks in bed.
Mr. Grant, haven't you any idea who might have taken it?
No, not a clue. You see, I hit my nose on the steering wheel. Knocked me out.
Next to the atom bomb, this metal is probably America's greatest strength and biggest secret. Less than a pound of it has been refined. If it went on the open market, it would sell for something around $500,000 per ounce. We've got to get it back. We've got to.
Baroness, I'm terribly sorry. Well, once I can walk again, I'll do anything I can, anything.
Does your mother know what has happened?
No, not yet. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it to her. You see, she's pretty strong on responsibility, duty, and that sort of thing.
All right, I won't.
Oh, Alan, the Baroness and I are going to eat lunch in the living room.
Oh, leaving me flat, eh?
Oh, darling, this room is so small. And besides, Dr. Mercer will be here any minute.
Ma, I'm only kidding. Go ahead.
All right. Well, my dear, lunch is ready.
And so am I.
If you whisper about me, I'll know that you're talking about me.
We'll leave the door open. And anyway, if we were talking about you, we'd be saying nice things. Sit down, Baroness.
Thank you, and please call me Karen. I don't use my title in America.
All right. Although I sort of like it. I've never known a Baroness before.
You haven't missed anything, believe me.
Well, those are tuna fish sandwiches. Help yourself to the olives.
Thank you.
Coffee?
Yes, please.
It's so nice of you to come and see Alan. He gets so bored and so irritated at not being able to walk.
Mrs. Grant,
Yes,
who's the soldier in the picture?
that's my husband.
Oh, the 1st American Regiment.
Yes. He was killed at Chateau Thierry, 1918. Colonel Harland was his commanding officer.
I see.
That's why he's been such a dear friend.
After meeting you, I can understand.
Understand what?
Why he hasn't married.
Oh, Baroness, please. I can assure you that Colonel Harland and I... Oh, that must be Dr. Mercer. Come in, Doctor.
Hello, Mrs. Grant. How's our boy today?
Well, he doesn't like it, but the rest is doing him good. Oh, Doctor, this is the Baroness Karen Gazer. Dr. Mercer, Baroness.
How do you do, Dr. Mercer?
How do you do?
Now, have you had your lunch, Doctor?
Thank you, yes.
Oh, well, then why don't you go in and see Alan and then come back and have some pumpkin pie with us?
Oh, wonderful.
You can find his bedroom, can't you?
Yes, of course. And don't eat the pumpkin pie before I get through.
We won't.
Hello, Alan, my boy.
How's the bag? What's that girl doing here?
She feels sorry for me, Doctor. Have you heard anything?
No.
What have you done with it?
It's in a safety deposit box in the Central Hanover Trust Company in Rockefeller Plaza.
In your name?
Yes, I have 2 keys. Here, you can have one. If anything happens to me, you'll take it out at once.
Has your apartment been watched?
Not to my knowledge. How about you?
No. I've resigned. My resignation has been accepted. No fuss, no scandal.
On the 1st of next month, I will mail the parcel to Denver. A week later, I will go to Denver myself. A surgeon out there, reliable party member, is going to operate on me.
Operate?
The metal will leave America inside my body.
Inside?
It weighs nothing. The incision will be shallow and small. This time there'll be no slips at customs, no chances taken. We'll get an Air France flight to Paris 8 days later. That's the 24th.
Okay. How soon can I get up and still have people think I hurt my back?
8 days.
Right. You'd better go now. And don't get too palsy with our friend. She's dangerous.
I'll come again tomorrow.
Thanks.
So long, Alan.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Dr. Mercer.
Well, Dr. Mercer, how's our patient doing? Will he live?
I'm afraid so.
Are you ready for your pie?
Mrs. Gray, can I have a rain check? I didn't realize how late it was.
Oh, of course, Doctor. I know you're busy.
Goodbye, Baroness. Very nice to have met you.
Thank you, Dr. Mercer.
And please don't get up, Mrs. Grant. I can find my way out.
Goodbye, Dr. Mercer.
Goodbye.
He's such a nice man. Of course, he isn't our regular family doctor.
He isn't?
No, Alan met him at some theatrical club. Oh, more pie?
No, thank you.
However, since it's Alan's strained back, I guess he can have any doctor he wants. Oh, take him in his pie, will you? I know he'd appreciate it.
She cut the pie with an almost loving gesture and handed me the plate. I carried it into Alan's bedroom and gave it to him. As I turned to leave, I deliberately let a small white card fall to the floor. It was the address of a hat store on Fifth Avenue. Then I went back to the sitting room and chatted with this gentle, kindly woman with a young face and a touch of gray in her hair. An hour later, I got up to go.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate your coming. I hope you'll come again.
Yes, of course I will.
I wish Alan could find somebody that he could Oh, dear, there's the phone. Will you excuse me?
Go ahead, and I'll say goodbye to Alan.
Yes, do. I won't be a moment. Hello? Well, hello, Mary. Yes, I've been meaning to call you all week, but Alan had an accident.
May I say goodbye?
Yes, come in.
I hope you'll be better soon.
It's swell of you to be concerned. I know what you went through to get that parcel.
Well, you couldn't help it.
It was just rotten luck.
Don't apologize. I quite understand. I did understand, clearly. No one had been in this room since I had dropped the card on the floor. The card was gone. Who had picked it up? A man who couldn't walk. A man who thought it might have been important. I knew then that Alan Grant was a traitor.